Good afternoon. Welcome to our new time with English speaking circle, and today we're going to speak about different topics as usually. The first topic I had in my mind here we have Dalia and Rami, and should we count you in? And Ohud, okay. And the first topic I would like to discuss is hobbies. Okay, so many of us have, or as I noticed, had hobbies. And why do we lose some of our hobbies with time? Why do you think? So would you tell me what your hobby is, or what used to be? And if you lost one of your hobbies, why did you lose it? For example, my hobby is ping pong. I lost it because we changed the place of the sport day. And yeah, I don't know where to go. And I'm too lazy to look for another place. Because I had already fixed place where I know that it will be there and at specific time. But now I'm too lazy to look for something else on a different time. So yeah, I lost that hobby. So that's the hobby that I had before. So how about you? Do you have?
When in our days, there were the usual hobbies of collecting stamps, collecting coins, collecting,
Collecting,
marbles, stuff like that. But then later on, to tell you the truth, things merged up between work and hobby. And my hobbies were concentrated on my work. So I'm not sure if I lost my hobbies because they are within what I do for a living.
No, I think you didn't lose them. You just embraced them. You're doing like the best thing you can do with a job or work, to make it your hobby or to make your hobby your work.
Yeah.
That's, I think, the best thing. Oh, that's amazing. That's good for you. How about you?
I think the same for me.
The same for you. So you also, your work is your hobby. Okay, and how about you, Ahud?
Swimming. I love swimming. I didn't lose it.
You didn't lose it. You
No,
still
I
swim.
That's
Regularly.
yeah. It makes me feel free.
How often do you swim?
Twice a week.
Wow.
Because of him.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I love swimming. It's just easy. Yeah.
Actually, I lost that swimming.
You see?
I love swimming.
Yeah.
And I have absolutely no clue where I can practice that. In a way that I will not get bankrupt out of doing
That's the main thing. Yeah, I think it's really hard to do some of your hobbies because of the high prices.
It's ridiculous.
It's too high for some things. Because in other places, like let's say other countries, I've seen it can be really symbolic just to go. There are like many public places for hobbies, and public places can be good and clean and okay to go to.
Yeah.
And then you can. And when it's private, it's a little bit like you have levels of private. But yeah, it's that's one of the reasons why people don't have hobbies. Yeah, because if you ask anyone what's your hobby, I think it's like we have the national answer for that: football. Like that's you get that.
Or walking.
Or walking.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I hear it often. Walking.
Yeah, it got lately because of the walking groups. It got really
the bus
popular.
walk,
Yes.
Not for me.
But walking is nice. I used to.
It is, but it's your work when you finish at 5:30, and you burned out.
But you can still find time to walk if you have the place, I think. I used to walk a lot before, but since I came to Jordan, I couldn't walk much because we live on a mountain, you can say, and until I get to the main street, I'm done. I just go back because I have to climb like really hard for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then there's no sidewalk to walk on, and yeah, that's a problem. But I used before to go to my university, always walking and come back. Even winter, it's better, yeah, because if there is a place to walk, I think it's better to walk than to ride, like
Yes.
especially the bus, especially at rush hours.
Yeah.
When you walk, you feel more energetic, and you get to your place at the same time, and maybe sometimes faster.
Where? Where did you?
That in
What
Russia,
country? Oh.
yeah, I used to do that.
Well, actually, in England, I used to walk all the time. I never use transportation unless I'm going from, I mean, really long distances. But from home to school, walking all the time. And Bristol was actually hilly. Bristol, it's not like London. Bristol is very hilly, like Amman.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to walk on daily basis.
Mm.
Winter, summer, whatever the weather condition, I would walk.
That's why you did that.
Even in Cyprus.
Mm.
Cyprus, I used to walk, I mean, I think around 6 kilometers a day,
Wow.
back and forth from, especially the first year when I was without a car.
Mm. Yeah, not having a car is
Yes.
the main reason why you get used to walking at
Exactly.
first.
I was too young, actually. When I got to university, I wasn't eligible for a driving license.
Oh,
Because my first year, I was still 17 years old.
oh,
Yeah.
oh. Interesting. Okay, yeah, but I think that like the reason behind that was that there was a place to walk. There was
To tell you the truth,
Place-
Cyprus had no pavements, no nothing.
No
to walk-
pavements.
To walk on. Yet we walked.
Mm.
Yet we walked, yes. We walked a lot. I mean, even in some cases, for example, going back and forth from home to school is compulsory.
Mm-hmm.
But for going from school to the old town or to downtown,
Uh-huh.
it's not compulsory. And we used to do it.
Mm.
We used to go from school, finish all our lectures,
Mhm.
and then to go downtown just to have a coffee or something like that. We would go walking.
Mhm.
And it's about 5 kilometers.
Oh. And then you'd walk back home. All
It
right.
depends.
Ah, okay. Depends.
Either
How late is it?
Exactly.
If you're tired and
Exactly,
late,
yes.
I think,
Yes.
yeah, I would do the same. Okay, so I think hobbies is really short subject here.
Actually, at the beginning of Out and About, the history of Out and About, and
Mhm.
the way when we first started talking about what we like and what Dahlia likes specifically, started within because most of the way we got to know each other, Dahlia, myself, and Bashar,
Mhm.
was through walks. We used to go out walking with a group that was still in its beginnings.
Uh-huh.
And we started talking about the things, our aspirations, what we think we want to do, what we'd love to do, and things like that. We got to know each other out of talking and walking.
Wow. That's interesting.
Hi.
Hello. Hey. Hi, Jim.
So walking was one of the pillars of how we got to know each other more. Dahlia, Bashar, and I.
Oh.
In a group or alone?
No, in a group. Yeah.
So we're talking about hobbies, and hobbies that we are doing, still doing, or used to do and for some reason we stopped doing them. Yeah. So that was like a question, like, somehow. You, what hobbies do you have or had?
Hiking.
Hiking.
Hi, interesting.
Mm. And how often do you hike?
These days, every week.
Mm.
But in the days that it's so hot or so cold, there's no hike.
Oh, so do you hike like with groups or by yourself?
Yeah, with the groups.
Mm.
Last Friday we were in Kura,
Mm.
in Erbil.
experience in hiking in Jordan. Hiking is associated with risky tracks in Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Hiking in Europe. I mean, I hiked the Julian Alps in Slovenia,
Mm.
and it was very entertaining. There was no risk. There was no tricky areas. We were just walking.
Mm-hmm.
But there are very easy tracks on the Alps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In Jordan, you go hiking. It's risky. I mean, most of the tracks, of the hiking tracks, in my experience, you go hiking in Jordan. That means risky. That means adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Europe, hiking is not climbing. It's hiking. Just hiking. Walking. That means I mean, and we hiked so many beautiful places, and without the tiniest tricks or risk or anything. In Jordan, I really wanted to experience a hike that had no risk.
Yeah,
There
some
is.
hikes. Yeah, there is some
There
hikes
is.
which
There are.
Yeah, I've tried last month.
Yeah.
A hike, yeah, in Ajloon.
Yeah.
Mahmiyat Ajloon. Yeah, there is.
Within the conservatory itself.
Within, yeah.
Yes.
There is like this self-guided,
Yes. Exactly.
and it's with no risks, and it was really, it was amazing. It was so
Amazing
calm.
this year.
Yes.
Yeah, and there were like these rocks to show you the way around, and there was a way so you don't get lost, with signs also, which shows you like in the middle, like there are two ways. One is longer, and they tell you I think 2 hours, and the other one is
1 hour.
1 hour. So you choose from which, and it's like a circle. I think I just lost track of where I am
Okay.
when I was walking.
Yes.
I couldn't know is it a circle or what, because you just keep going and right and left all the time, and then you just be back without understanding what's happening. Oh.
Yeah, we went in last February in Ashdown. It was really nice, but not in the
No.
what
Reserve,
They
Reserve.
yeah,
constructed the
in
reserve.
a real mountain.
Mm.
Yeah.
which is Bartosh.
No, I
Sorry.
don't think so. No, regular one.
Mm.
It's all green.
It was a small resort
Yeah,
called the Asif.
Al-Asif. Yeah.
Ah.
Asif, I know
Yes.
it. Oh.
That was their hike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yes, I know out and about hikes are not dangerous. We don't do dangerous hikes.
Mhm.
We do the hikes that I like. Out and about.
Yeah.
But then from, at the beginnings of the group, yes, we used to go on every, but these days,
I went for 3 years with Out and About Sholat Club. It was, it has a rope and it has in the.
yes.
Yeah, yeah, it was risky.
Well, yeah, we do the rappelling.
Well-
We do the rappelling as, and we say that there is a rappelling exercise.
Okay.
But we don't call it a
when
hike.
you arrive the rappelling, all of so
Yes.
is sloping down.
Yes, but it is rappelling. We say rappelling. We
Yeah.
don't say hiking.
Yeah.
But in Jordan, usually hiking, and then you
Including-
go, you
including
find
rappelling.
yourself within ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hiking does not include ropes. I mean, this is not hiking.
Yeah, hiking, just like
And
going.
swimming sometimes.
Yes, yes.
Actually, no, it was that you can choose. Yeah, I didn't do it.
Yeah. I
One
do it,
who-
but then I scared I will do that.
Well,
You
where's
know that
the?
until now, out and about is about 7.5 years old, and until today, I did not do a single rappel.
Oh.
For you.
I advise you with,
That sounds like a
No,
like
I
a
didn't have
target.
that- I
No.
just didn't have the chance.
Mhm.
Did you do the first time when we went to Rasoon? You remember the first time that we went, just you and I and Bashar? We were exploring the place,
Ah, yeah.
and
So
just
very
the three of
amazing.
us.
Very amazing.
Okay, and
Did you?
you did it that day, just Bashar. I remember that you did it.
Because you want a bit like me.
With the
Because I
hiking.
wanted to do it, but then we had to go back because either I had a session or training or something like that we had to go back. But what I remember is that you and Bashar did it, but I didn't have the chance to do it. No? Okay.
Sometimes
Well,
if
I
it's under you is water, I like it. But if I didn't have the water inside me, I feel scared.
Ah.
The water, yeah, I feel in this day. I think.
أهلا أهلا.
سوري قطعتكم عادي كملوا.
Yes.
One of the valleys, that's Wadi Dahab. It has short playing
Okay.
and many short playing. So if you are a beginner in playing, I advise you to Wadi.
Really?
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
It has water. It's hot. So in these days, not in the
Not in the
days.
summer.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's hot water.
Interesting. Wadi Dahab, where is that?
Oh, let's see.
Mm.
Yeah,
Never heard of it.
side of the sea.
Oh.
There is many valleys from the Dead Sea to Madabat to Karat. All of these are valleys. Every day I hear about another valley,
Yeah.
valley. Yeah. Some of them are now with unclean water, mixed with unclean water.
Ah.
Some of them now.
Sewage water?
Yeah,
Mm.
some of them.
غير وادي الديان. وادي الديان.
They say about the Hadian and
بدي اقول
the
لك
Wadi
سبحت
Shaykat.
فيها سبحت فيها المي.
Hadian, when? It's very nice. I saw them.
Did you said mixed?
Is
Yeah,
it mixed?
Now, this year.
But when you did swim,
This
it was
year.
in mixed.
No.
كان في ريحة.
Because you were like, I swam there. It's like, what?
Okay.
And when
It was there is a smell while we were swimming يعني.
الهديان؟
نطينا بدون ما نسأل حدا. بأكثر من مستنقع وبركة.
Wow. Wow.
It's natural.
Okay.
It's part of nature.
Yeah, it's part of that's the adventure.
والله I was doubt بس ما بعرف.
Another one in Papile called Wadi Shalla, I think, or Shalshala. This one is now mixed. Nobody goes there. Wow.
شلشلة. It's have waterfalls. Mini
Water.
one nice.
Wow.
زي هيك.
I didn't go to there, but I heard from some
But-
my friends that they didn't go there. That
It's not-
it's very beautiful one.
I think I saw a picture on the Facebook about
Yeah.
So now the hiking tracks are getting destroyed.
Yeah, that's problem. Like there is no preservation of many things. I see an improvement actually with the RCSN.
Yeah.
They do a really great job. What I see, but yeah, they need. I think we need more. Hello.
I'm late, sorry.
No way.
It's okay. I'm Hamad, Rami, Shaima, Dalia, Ghaida,
ريدان.
Ridan,
Nice to meet you.
Ridana. Sorry, and
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
likewise. And you?
Abdurrahman.
Abdurrahman. Is it your first time?
No, it's the second time.
Second time. I don't remember
So
you.
what's the subject?
We started about hobbies, but now we're talking about
Hiking tracks.
hiking tracks. Yeah.
No interest in that.
Okay.
You never did a hike before?
I did hiking. Tracks. You mean tracks?
Yes, the hiking tracks in Jordan.
No, not in Jordan.
Not
I
in
did
Jordan.
in Malaysia.
Yeah. How is it in Malaysia?
It was amazing. It was like in forest and something like that.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah, I heard about those tracks. They're amazing. As like
In Malaysia, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah.
So I went twice there, and I hope to do it again.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure. Thailand as well. I heard. I mean,
Yeah, they have
walking there, the tracks that they have.
the nature. It's amazing when you walk like through the nature and seeing many things. It's you don't feel the distance when you're walking through
No,
the nature.
yeah.
That's like the best thing I think. When you walk and you just don't feel how much did you. When you find out it was like too much, but it's okay. You don't feel that tired
Yeah.
after it.
The 10 kilometers in Kura, how long did it take you?
When somebody tired and we still.
Yeah.
But at total, we arrived at 11 and
So that's
6
five,
hours. 6
five-
hours? 5 hours?
five,
5 hours.
5 hours. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
With
whole
some,
day you can say.
With some issues haven't in the.
So the usual.
Yeah.
So the usual, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Talking about hiking, I would like to ask about experiences. What was to you like the best experience by trying a new thing in your life? For me, I could mention. Well, first thing I would mention is trying the half. I would call it half Russian sauna.
Half Russian
Yeah,
sauna?
I would call it half.
The one in the eyes?
Yeah.
Some
Well, it wasn't in ice. It was like in a complex, like spa complex, with a sauna, and there is a swimming pool which is open, and it was winter, so it was like minus 15. And after getting out of the sauna, you run through the snow and jump into the swimming pool, but it's half because the swimming pool is warm. In the real thing, you jump into cold water and then go back. Or jump just like in a small hill of snow and you just jump in and go back. But I wouldn't try that. I'm against such things. I think that's too crazy for me. But jumping like in water and coming back, I've never felt so fresh before.
Oh.
Yeah, you think that you're going to freeze. Yeah, it's freezy after you go out. But the first 5 seconds, you don't feel anything yet. So you better rush. You better really run. Until you just like jump in the pool. And that was like one of the best moments I've tried. Like and I repeated it many times after that. We started to go like every 2 or 3 months there. It was in another city. And it was really amazing. We just to book rooms and go there, spend the night, do all the things. It was one of the best experiences. So, how about you?
بس كان مع shoes slipper ولا حافي؟
No, barefoot, no shoes. It's snow, and it's like away, like nobody's. It's clean, just snow. So just
It's not about clean, it's about snow.
It's about freezing your toes.
well, you don't
أنت لما-
freeze if it's not
The
long.
moment you
He's
said
running.
You just run.
the moment he said we have to run, he just make me to imagine how you're
Yeah.
running without slipper and just ah!
It's the same as running, like walking on fire. I think the same thing. You just
And
like
it's not
you
slippery. It's not slippery when you run.
no.
This is one thing I would like to try.
That's
Walking
amazing.
On fire.
On fire,
On not fire, we call them? On coal.
coal,
Yes.
burning coal.
Yeah. There is an exercise, there is something self-development.
Yeah,
Something that
there is.
We were about to do it in Out and About, but things didn't work out.
Yeah, I've seen I have a friend who's a trainer. He did one with walking on glass
Oh,
or
okay.
laying on grass. It was. I didn't do it.
Okay.
Of course, I wouldn't try it. I just can't. With these things, I think I have trust issues.
Oh,
I can't trust someone who tells me you can walk on this coal. I have what you call common sense.
okay.
I just feel that's too dangerous. Maybe like walking on ice. Yeah, like what could happen? I'd be cold, not long time to lose my foot, so
Okay.
I won't be there for an hour. So you just run. But with fire, you can get damage. That's what I believe. But I seen people who did it, and
Yeah.
it can be okay. I'm not discouraging any one of you, but I think you're already discouraged, except Rami.
Yeah.
I only saw that on YouTube. This stuff on YouTube.
Ah.
And it's like so amazing. I would like to try.
Oh,
Yeah. We didn't have it here.
yeah.
We were about to do it. We were just about to do it here.
Where?
Here in Jordan, yes.
Where in Jordan?
That was about, what, 4 or 5 years ago? But then things didn't work out. It's just the logistics and all those things with the trainers and people who are specialized with it. We could not come to a final agreement on stuff.
Where are we going? Where are you going?
We were going to choose somewhere in a in Amman. We were going to choose somewhere out of Amman. I forgot the logistics today. I mean, but it just didn't work out.
It's like a meetup.
No, it was
Another
going to be an
application.
event.
Oh, it's a.
Yeah.
But it could be like included in another event. I think it would be like an experience if there are people.
I think we were going to do it in Rome.
One of the options.
Yeah, one of the options was to do it in one of the trips to Rome.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, it will be like Dead Sea. Like when you go to Dead Sea, if you want, you can go. Like you can go with the cars or with food and everything.
Yeah.
So that's an option. Like it would
Yeah.
be. Yeah. I think
But
it's
the
possible.
setup is very expensive. The setup is extremely expensive. With the trainers and all that, the logistics is very expensive.
If you call a professional.
Yes.
But a bag of coal is not expensive.
No. I think we need more than that. To go back home.
To go back home, yeah.
Back safely.
Yeah, that's important. I'm just joking.
Actually, I have two different stories, one in England and one in Slovenia.
Mm-hmm.
The one in England was a caving experience.
Mm.
So, and within that caving experience, I had to go through two challenges, two personal challenges. One is actually, I'm claustrophobic.
Mm.
So the guide, at one moment, we arrived at a place, and he said, "Well, shut all your lights."
Oh, why?
He wanted us to go into an experience.
Oh.
So we shut off the lights,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "Put your hand in front of your face. Tell me if you see anything." And it was pitch black. You could not, if you put your hand like this, you will not be able to see it.
Oh.
And he goes, "Well, this is how a blind person feels."
Wow. That's
Total
amazing.
blindness. Okay? No light whatsoever. So, we have our eyes open, and we put our hands in front of our faces, and you see nothing, not even a shade or anything.
Oh.
And then the next one, he said, "Who would like to go into a tunnel?" And the tunnel is exactly as the body size.
Oh.
It's very narrow.
Mm-hmm.
And me, claustrophobic, said me.
It's that time.
So we went into that tunnel, lights on.
Yeah, because both it would be too much.
Yes. So we keep on crawling until we get to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing on the other side. You need to go back.
Oh. So that's double for you.
Exactly. And now what he says when we wanted, I was barely breathing until we got to the other side. And then he said, going back, we would put our lights off.
Oh.
Yes.
So now you're like a blind claustrophobic in a tunnel.
And I have absolutely no, I have to go back.
You have no choice.
There is no other way. And we actually put the lights off. Surprisingly, it was an easier experience with the lights off.
Oh.
We finished it in no time.
Wow.
The time just passed, and I was relaxed. I'm fine. I didn't get those twitches of claustrophobia, and it was an amazing experience.
Wow, that's amazing. Maybe because you couldn't see that it's
Maybe,
closed
yes.
place,
Yeah.
you didn't feel it. That's like a huge lesson for you.
Yeah.
Are you still claustrophobic?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Like you can. I'm not claustrophobic, but I think a claustrophobic person could try it just to close their eyes.
I have it. I don't have it extreme. I have a minor case of claustrophobia. I don't have a problem with elevators.
Yeah.
And even if I got stuck so many times, and I never had a problem.
Ah.
Even at one time, one elevator just dropped on me.
Oh.
It fell on me. It just fell without brakes. Okay.
Oh.
And I was just laughing. I was alone in the elevator, and I wasn't afraid.
Wow.
So I'm not that claustrophobic. I'm claustrophobic with really tight places.
Ah, when it's tight.
Yes.
Oh.
Like hate malls in weekends. I don't go to malls.
Ah, me too. Does that mean I'm
Because of the
claustrophobic?
dark places and people, I think from school,
Yes.
Ah,
the cafeteria, the school cafeteria, it's the reason.
maybe.
I'm chronic claustrophobic.
Yes, yes, cafeterias at schools is a trauma.
I was
Yeah.
tiny. I was tiny, more than this. And the people like stuck in my faces, and I only want chips.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a point. I'm just realizing about myself. Like, I also don't like when it's too crowded.
Yeah.
I didn't think it has something to do with
It's
my
case.
childhood.
It's my case. I don't know about you.
Oh, I've never thought about it. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so back to experiences. What was, other than Rami, wants to share about the amazing experience they tried, the best?
Like funneling, when I do it for my assignment, it was very nice.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to tell us more?
Um,
Would you like to tell us more?
yeah, very interesting is that you are in the air and under you and the sea. It's very interesting. Yeah, I like it.
That's your trick always, isn't it? If
You have water under you? You're not afraid?
I can say because I can't swim.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
I
the
feel safe.
thing.
Yeah, but if I didn't have water, I feel that I'm lost.
Oh, interesting. And how about you?
بحاول أكون humble تواضع بس مش اسمع. To be honest, I will not jump to tell you about the bungee and something like that. Okay, yes, I tried it in Jordan and I have some my point of view about it.
Mm-hmm.
But once you mentioned talk about adventure or something
Not necessarily adventurous.
small إيش حكى؟
Experience.
Experience in your life. My mind took me to one of my passion. ما بعرف. I'm not sure if my friends they know that or they didn't hear that part before. Some of my friends know that. One of my passion and hobbies is dealing with animals and insects.
Mm-hmm.
From my teenage and before, from my childhood and teenage and college days and after, it was more than cat and dog and horses and birds. I used to have snake sometimes and scorpion, but
Okay, no judging.
it will be scary and disgusting to some guys and girls. But what I like about it when you help a soul sometimes.
Ah,
Sometimes I saved some.
that's amazing.
I can't find really the right way to describe it to you. How you feel after you
Save someone.
save something.
Or something.
Soul, a kitten that lost her mom, and it was do you know that the kittens less than 1 month don't survive alone.
They can't see.
It's need like a baby, it's need continuous hours caring.
Like baby.
Any animal or bird less than 1 month, is it few weeks or days, it can't survive. So I deal with small birds falling from the nest, and I deal with kittens. Leave these all on the side. Believe me, it's really beautiful feeling.
That's amazing.
It's really beautiful feeling, and the observing. Do you know that it gave me not bad, a good background, like you read, like you make searches. Sometimes when you deal with animal and insects, you have to go to Google it sometimes. Sometimes you don't know how to deal with this situation, what he will eat. Oh, sometimes I put wrong food for the snake, she didn't eat. I thought she was eating all the time, but in the end she died. Because there's a lot in this earth. We don't know about it. Some people put bread, okay, for the birds. Hey, hello, help I found a lost bird. What shall I do? Give him bread. Give him bread. Give him burghul. Like, sorry, like, no, it will kill. We don't know all this information. We don't know until we deal with it and read about it and read more and search and ask people. There's a lot of information we think we know. You know, you think you know what to do.
Bird doesn't eat bread.
And dealing with wild birds, the wild
Yeah,
birds,
not
and
all.
falling from the trees, falling from the sky. It's not like chicken, not like a dog. Doesn't eat the same. You have to be careful. Guess what? The baby bird. I asked some experience. I have some cases I dealt with. شو اسمه بالإنجليزي؟
Worms?
له اسم فرخ الطيور ولا خلص baby bird baby هدول؟
Oh, that's
نسيت
out
اسمه.
of my experience, I
نسيت
think.
شو صح؟
Mm.
chicks.
A chick is like a small chicken.
بتاع الchicken. بعرفش إذا بنقال عن باقي الطيور، أظن بنقال عن باقي
Maybe can say like
الفراخ الصغيرة يعني.
maybe.
أحس
I'm
guess what? Us after a lot of search and asking some experts about it. We found out that you need to give him wet food, exactly like in the can for dog.
wow.
I was surprised. What? Are you crazy?
Dog food?
The dog food, the wet, yes, for the wild birds, because في تعادل, it's balance the protein they need, some of the vitamins. So, يعني there's a lot of tools and way you have to put it very little by little, like a baby cat.
Oh. So where do you know all these things from?
Do you believe me if I tell you your hobby and your passion taking you there because you want to know more, and then you go ask people, and then you go into internet and make searches just to know what to give him food, what the temperature, the right temperature, if it's baby, if it's bird, if it's frog, to be honest, I didn't go a very long, let's say months with scorpion or snake, but I used to, from my childhood, anything I find, I take it in the house and give him, خلينا نقول بيئة شو اسمه, the right environment, trying to give and see how much I can help this creature to survive more. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah. I was
God.
going to ask, like, was your mother even home?
My mother, listen, my mother have a story about me until this moment. She tell people about me how لما كنا, let's say, الage أقل من الجامعة, school days. يا مت, she used to run behind me and تلحق فيي وتقنعني إنه إذا كان عندي أربع, اسمها big worm.
Big worm or
نسيت
what?
اسمها كثير معقد بالإنجليزي.
Centipede.
كانت
Centipede.
يا
Or
حرام كانت
centipede.
تقنعني.
I think so. Centipede. I think.
Centipede.
She used to trying very hard to convince me. Let's put spirito. Let's put alcohol. It will keep the same. It will the same look. That's she afraid. Sometimes we will forget the pocket open or something going down.
I would be afraid also of that. Yeah.
She faced hard time trying to convince إنه حطي spirito عليه. وأقنعتني في العقرب يا حرام إحنا صغار هيك. بس أحكي لك بس عشان because I start about it. I don't want to take long time. Because I start about talking bungee وما bungee, it's like parasailing, the bungee, small skydiving, كل هدول الأشياء الجوية, يعني the throw yourself from the sky or jump in the sky. I'm sure it's some people يعني have the, خلينا نقول, the same, مش the same, close, the feeling is close, like, wow, I did something, wow, it's give you nice feeling, or give you strength, or positive feeling, yeah, I did this, but honestly, I want to say, I don't advise anyone to do it in Jordan. Unless كتير صار إصابات بصراحة.
For safety reasons.
Yes. Unless someday we saw really professional people and really professional. My only objection صح, because my only comment and objection, they don't give enough training, whether explain نظري, whether or yes, it's not enough explain. It was lots of people and short time. They want to hurry, and it's دور كتير.
This is what, skydiving?
No, sorry, البنجي.
Bungee.
Where
Oh.
was the bungee?
People shouldn't take it يعني ايش اسمها ما ياخذوها يستسخفوها.
Seriously.
لا لازم
No.
ياخذوها serious. ما يستسخفوها انه يلا كل هالحبل يعني just put the rope on here and خلاص just throw yourself. It's not like that. It's really need enough explaining and training. Do you know anything? Sorry, any adventure or outside, they take the person by person at least let's say half an hour or less maybe explain and training. Okay.
Yeah.
ما في 5 دقائق 5 minutes. How's your weight? What's your weight? What's your tall? What's your age? يلا دورك. It's your turn.
That's what I saw.
You know,
Most survival
some people put
do
their
it without any experience.
top, the back, and the jump and the steps and how. What shall I throw? Shall I throw my head first
Just
or
jump.
my the jump?
That's all.
Is the jump لحالها it's need يعني steps.
steps.
Okay, it's need some steps. بس الحمد لله الله ستر. Okay, صابني ستيف هنا قعد أشهر بهاي المنطقة.
The bungee?
الحمد لله إنه راح. يعني بس إنه ممكن يكون worse than that. في ناس سمحوا لهم ينزلوا مع بعض. Some cases
Wow.
they allow 2 people friends وواحدة مع husband وهيك خبط راسهم بعض. طبعا
Wow.
يعني they
That's
يعني it's need more professional. It's need more background.
Where it
you know,
was, in
background.
Dead Sea or around?
They did it in Jordan different years 3 times. Once مرة في in some university أظني في أرض أحد الجامعات مرة بعبدون.
Jordan University, they did it when I was in school.
عملوها 3 مرات وبعرف الأونر اللي سواها وبعرف آخر واحدة the last one it was هذا اللي حكينا عنه مرة قبل
Say the
6
year. Say the year.
Black Iris Festival كان بالبشارات the last one. ما انعادت أبصر شو إجا. بس أنا بصراحة I don't want to end this. ما بدي أطول عليكم. I don't want to أكون negative. I don't want to be negative or إيش بقولوا متشائم. بالعكس أنا كتير بشجع هاي الأمور وبحب هاي الشغلات وبحب أشجع to encourage in our country but
But you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah,
you are
Safety
right.
procedures
ما
in
تاخذوها
Jordan,
ب
lightly.
ما تاخذوها it's need يعني مش عارفة أحكيها الجملة مش ملاقيتها الجملة.
Lightly. Don't take it
Lightly.
lightly.
Don't take it lightly يعني ما تستخف
seriously.
ما تستخف فيه.
Don't take
Take
it
it seriously.
أيوة
Take it
Don't-
seriously.
بالضبط يعني it's fun it's wow yes بس إنه
Safety first,
لازم
yeah.
ناخذ بالسيفتي.
safety should be first. Yeah.
سوري طولت عليكم. مخبص عربي.
It was interesting. We all were listening. It was interesting, I think, for everyone. Yeah, I think safety
I
should
don't
be.
know what it was in Jordan. I don't know what.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's just outside.
No, they
I
did
think
it.
in Africa it's popular in Africa.
Bungee jumping.
I don't know.
No, they did it. They did it in our university. Yeah.
Mm.
استعملوا الرافعة استعملوا الرافعة شو بسموها
Crane.
Yeah.
اللي
Crane.
بيطلعوا فيها الناس.
Oh. Whoa. Yeah, that's. I'm thinking about safety. Actually, I remembered a tragical event that happened the day before yesterday, Sunday. In Russia, there was a fire in a shopping mall, and there was no safety there. That the fire alarm didn't work. They never checked it, so more than 50 people died in the fire, and there was like children from school in the cinema, and they were all gone. Wow, it was like so tragic. And now after hearing that, I'm looking at all the safety procedures wherever I go. Like wherever I go, I'm thinking, fire alarm. I see it. Does it have also water sprinklers? Does it? I'm checking always like where is the fire yeah, everything, fire exit, everything. I'm now just looking for it everywhere, and I think people should take safety really seriously always. It's not just something like okay, it's not important. It never happens. It happens, and it always might. Okay, so how about you sharing an experience with us? the best experience you had? Which one?
I can have it in my mind.
You don't have it in your mind now.
No.
Okay. And Dalia? No sharing. Quiet today. Okay, so that was interesting from you, especially. So.
My experience in Slovenia, I did several sports that I never had the chance to do before, and I never thought that I would do. One of them was canoeing and whitewater rafting, and stuff that I never even thought of doing. I was things that we watch on TV, and that's it. So while doing the canoeing, I got really clever.
That's sarcastic.
Really. So we were going sideways. The canoe, one in the front and one in the back. Okay? So I was the one in the back. And we were going sideways across. Everyone is going straight forward. Our canoe is going sideways on the river. And I thought there is an imbalance between the person, me at the end, and the person at the front.
Oh.
And I thought, let's switch in the middle of the river. In a canoe.
Wow.
Smart.
Very.
But wait, how old were you?
I was 26.
Oh, okay. No excuse.
So I stood up and I moved to the front and I told that person to move to the back. And while doing this, of course, the normal thing happened, which is tick, 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 tick. But the abnormal thing that happened is that I fell into the water without the canoe capsizing. Normally the canoe would capsize.
Yeah.
Okay? It would flip. I jumped into the water, not intentionally, of course, and the canoe stayed floating.
Wow.
And the other person stayed on the canoe.
Whoa. Whoa.
When the other canoes came for our rescue, they said, this is the first time ever that he's someone without capsizing the canoe.
Oh.
Now, the other thing is that the water was 2 degrees. So it was really interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So that was the first time. The second clever thing in the same experience. Now, we were approaching a step in the river. And now we are handling things, we are going straight forward. And everybody's going to the side of the river because the step is smaller at the side. And then going forward. And I
Like the
thought-
road bumps in Jordan.
Exactly. And I thought, well, it took us some time going straight forward. Now we're going sideways again. And I convinced the person, let's keep on going straight.
And you were wet at the moment.
Yes.
So that's why you were rushing, maybe.
Yeah. And I convinced her to put the life jacket on, and she said, no, I will not put the life jacket on. And I told her, well, she said, no, I can swim. I told her, no, as you wish. So we went into the step, we approached, and then it did. And I said, yeah, we did it.
You had a rock maybe.
Now we capsized.
It happened, finally.
So both of us in the water, dragging the canoe with us, swimming all the way to the island that we want to get to.
Wow.
In a 2-degree river.
Oh.
Very interesting experience.
Yeah, but something you'd never forget.
No.
What do you mean by
talking
2
to you?
degree water?
No, the water.
What's the 2 degree water?
2 Celsius.
2 Celsius. Okay, it's
Cold.
it's a temperature.
The
Okay.
temperature of the water is 2 degrees.
She still talk to you?
Yeah.
What about your partner? What is his job?
I don't
He's
know.
always just available.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, another amazing experience I've tried was it was in like a water park in Abu Dhabi. It was this capsule thing where you stand and you just hold your hands like this,
Yes.
and after the count, like there's a countdown, and then the part you're stepping on just disappears, and you just fall in a loop of like the tube is going like in a loop and going out with the water slide, and you have like these 1 second or 2 seconds of free falling with water around you. That was like one of the scariest things. But
Absolutely.
yeah, but after I finished it, I tried it again. Like I kept.
Oh, you did it again?
Yeah, I did it like 5 times. I just kept going back. I loved it so much.
Yeah,
It was.
it's the same in Turkish. Same one.
It's really
I tried
interesting.
it.
Sometimes dangerous things can give people
Do you know the trick of sliding?
sliding.
On those slides, on those water slides, there's a trick to it.
Mm-hmm.
So as to go faster.
To just keep yourself.
You need to put your shoulders bones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you do this so as your shoulder bones to pop up,
Uh-huh.
and on your heels. So your body is only on your shoulder bones and your heels.
Ah.
If you did this, there is no stopping you.
Whoa.
If you want to brake, you need to go like this.
Mm.
But like this, your speed would be crazy.
Wow. Next time I'll try it.
Yes.
What,
but-
can you repeat?
You put your shoulder bones,
Yeah.
you put them up by doing this.
Okay.
Okay, or this. Okay, so they pop up, the bones pop
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Okay, and the other part is your heels. So your body is really up, and the only thing on the slide are your shoulder bones and your heels. And you're like a bullet going.
Wow. Yeah, I tried that.
If you want to slow down, you need to put your body down.
Mm-hmm. I remember to do that.
Is this the water pool slides?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why the coaches there told us to put our hand like this?
You can. You can.
I think it's
عشان ما يخبطوا الإيدين.
it's safer because when you go down, I think the water can hit you backwards and your hand might.
Yeah, I
just-
used to do this. Anything that would put my bones up.
Mm. Just to go faster.
Yeah.
بشع شعور لما تكون السحسيلة ما عليها مي وتلزق.
Yes.
ستيك إذا تندم إيه مش عم تمشي.
Start throwing with your feet.
أكيد injured.
Actually, in Jordan, I got injured by one of them. The one, one of the slides had the partition between one piece and the other just slightly above.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah. With speed, yes.
Yeah. I think for such things you need like much water to run to not
yes.
feel it. When it's little water, you feel it. Because I tried the slides with few water, especially the ones which are like with a really strong angle.
Yeah, yes.
You feel it. But when it's when the angle is not that hard, you don't feel it.
Yeah.
And there was one slide which really scared me, which goes down. You go down and then straight and down again. And the part after going straight and down again, you just fly a little bit
Oh yeah.
over the thing. And when I was trying to catch it, I couldn't find anything to catch under me. I had this like mini heart attack at the moment. I was like, I'm dead. I was afraid that I would fall next to
Yes.
the slide.
Oh, that's scary. Yes.
That was really scary.
كأنه كأنه it's familiar. We saw something like that on YouTube. حدا فلت أو somebody fly from that.
That's the roller coaster.
لا لا.
Those are roller coaster accidents.
maybe السحسالة أظن لا شفت عن السحسالة حدا طار ما رجعش.
This is scary.
Yeah, it can be. And roller coasters also can be. I've never tried a scary roller coaster yet.
I did it only once in the US back in '86. The one crazy ride that I tried it only once. Of course, the stupid ones that are here in Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Forget
They're
them.
just like
those are you're riding a train, not a roller coaster.
yeah, exactly. Riding a bus is more dangerous. Actually.
But in the US, there was one. I only rode one, and it was backward with a
With a flip.
yes, with a flip. So this is how it starts. This is the right. This is it. So you go, your face is forward, and the card goes back, and then goes down like this, and then flips and goes back. So you don't see in front of you.
Wow.
You just feel what is coming. Yeah,
That's
that was
something new.
and that was it.
Yeah, that's
That was
the
it.
last time.
Last one.
Yeah, that was like one time
This is it.
experience.
Thank you very much.
You don't.
When we are child, when you go to play, we can go and we have powerful heart. When we are getting older, we have this phobia. Why not? Why? I don't know.
I think because you can think when you're older.
Maybe we are expecting things, or maybe because we are driving in real situations. So I think that I thought myself in my car and something happened. These thoughts coming to my mind when I go to this, and really I feel motion sickness when I go
Yeah.
with these issues. But in the past, I didn't have no motion sickness, no afraid. It's
Look
okay.
ahead. It's in your head.
I think, Muhammad said that because we started thinking.
Yeah, you just think.
And because you're in it and you think you are afraid.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hmm. Actually, you know what's really funny about roller coasters? Well, the name in Arabic. Like we call it Jabal al-Rusi,
I have
Russian
no idea
mountain.
why they called it that.
The funny thing that in Russia they call it the American mountain. I was so surprised. They was like, "That's American mountain." I was like, "What? It's Russian in Jordan. It's Russian. Why is it American?" And they're
It's
like,
political affiliation.
I say no politics.
والله لسه بحكي بعقلي كل واحد بخاف
It's like
كل واحد خايف من بلد بسمي عليها
it was really strange to find that.
Interesting.
I think you were laughing in the middle of it.
Yeah, and there are some names which you can't track the original name. Where did it come from? Like the turkey. I've read about the turkey where it got its name from. I can't remember the whole story, but it's called turkey, like in relevance to Turkey, the country.
country?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, and in Turkey they call it
أيوة.
Indian, I think, bird. In India they call it something totally else, and it just keeps going. It keeps jumping, and nobody knows where did it start.
No country wants to was named on
Just,
some other
that's-
country.
You call it like according to the American.
Yeah,
No,
but we call it
we call it
Roman. Yeah, we call
Yeah,
it
I
Roman.
Roman. Yeah.
Oh.
But about this.
Yeah.
Actually, and Rumi in Turkish, it means Greek.
Yeah. Wow.
غير اليونان صح؟
Rumi.
No, Room.
No,
It's Italian.
For example, in Cyprus, when we say Rum Taraf,
Mhm.
in Turkish, Rum Taraf, it means the Cypriot part, the Greek part of the
Yeah,
island.
yeah.
So it's Rum Taraf.
Yeah, there was a Greek part in that thing.
Yeah, and also politics, the Greeks and the Turkish.
Right, it's
Yes.
Rumi and Turkish.
Yes?
They hate each other.
No. Yeah, so it can be sometimes crazy when you want to know something small.
Do you know
Why?
my sandwich?
Sandwich.
How did the name come? Sandwich.
I don't know.
من رمل
Sand?
Yeah, the sandwich, the witch of the sand. No. It's much simpler than that. It's actually a very stupid story. There was nothing called that way. I mean, normally there were plates of food and that's it. With a spoon or fork and that's it. So one guy goes into a diner and he orders from the waiter, I want a piece of bread. Put 1, 2, 3, 4 and then put another piece of bread. And his name was Mr. Sandwich.
That's it.
And then and he became a regular at the diner.
Uh-huh.
So it became his regular order. So
Oh.
Mr. Sandwich, sandwich, and here you go.
Wow.
That's it. It's the most stupid story I have ever heard.
لازم لازم تحط لنا اياها على الفيسبوك، حط لنا اياها على السوشيال
That's right, he invented it.
Yeah.
Wow. And there is the story behind the Caesar salad. Do you know it?
عندك أشياء كتير.
It's not called after the Caesar.
ما خصها بس.
It's called after Caesar, a guy in the US who was inspecting a restaurant. His name was Caesar, or last name. And he was going, and the chef didn't know what to give. So he put in a salad everything that he had. He had only the leftovers. So he put some cheese and gave it.
Wow.
And then it became like a salad. And then they called it Caesar.
And it's made of leftovers.
Yeah, and it's made of leftovers.
He knows.
يا أخي it reminds you of pizza and it reminds you some inspiration,
Mhm.
some stories of successful that inspired you. لما حكى when he said يعني the salad the Caesar story تحسهم قصص طلعت من فشل ونجحت يعني طلعت
Yes, it's out
معهم
of,
بالغلط
I'm stuck. What should I do? I'm
Yeah.
stuck.
suddenly it's famous. It's
Yeah.
become famous. واو يعني في أمل بالحياة. لسه في أمل.
Yeah.
And
Leftovers, you know, paella.
Hmm?
Yeah, the Spanish dish.
واو.
It's actually from the Arabic. It's an Arabic word. Paella. Paella.
هي بقلة. Yes.
واو.
Paella. It's leftovers. It's the national dish.
the national food in Jordan in Thursday. On Thursdays.
بعدين بيجي the husband بيجي ايش يا مرة بقى شو هاد مش طابخة
No, paella, Spanish.
شو بقى يا
Actually, it makes sense. And I've noticed we had once an international cooking day where everyone is making their own food, like the thing they're famous with. And there was a Spanish guy who I was like, I was looking and thinking, that's so familiar. Yeah. Now I understand.
Now there is seafood paella.
يقولوا السمك ميت من زمان يعني
Huh?
Oh. Okay. So our time is up. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you next times. And I hope you enjoyed it. So
very much.
now I'll end the live video and
Leave it until we
Leave
say
it,
the,
yeah. نشرة أخبار أو تنبؤ
Out and About.
من المنصة.
على البوديوم. طيب احنا اليوم ايش؟ اليوم الثلاثاء. بكره ما في شيء صح؟ ما في شيء. قبل طيب يوم الخميس رح نكون هون بكيمستري من الساعة 6:30 للساعة 7:30 مع دائرة تدريب مهارات الحياة. يوم السبت رح نكون مع نادي الكتاب من الساعة 5. ما تغير توقيتنا. من الساعة لسه ما تغيرش التوقيت.
هو السبت بيتغير.
الجمعة.
هذا الجمعة؟ اوكي بس لسه لا توقيتنا رح يضل نفس
أنا
الشيء. رح يكون من الساعة 5 للساعة 6:30 ورح يكون النقاش خوارق الشعور لعلي الوردي. عم بقرا ببدايته بالمقدمة تبعته الظاهر في فيلم يعني في فيلم حلو كثير انتو ان اريا والظاهر انه يعني اني بقراه اليوم كثير لازم لي اني اقرا هذا الحكي اليوم بعد الاحداث اللي صارت معي اليوم. يوم الاحد رح نكون مع اليوم الرياضي من الساعة 8:30 للساعة 10:30 بالليل بمدرسة كامبريدج بالرابية بنلعب كرة قدم باسكتبول فولي بول ريشة. يوم الاثنين رح نكون مع دائرة التوعية ورح يكون موضوعنا
فن الحوار. وصايا العشر للحوار.
الوصايا العشر للحوار من الساعة 6:30 للساعة 8. 6:30
خلص بنبلش يعني 6 تجمع.
6 بنتجمع هون 6:30 بتبلش اكزاكتلي ان شاء الله السيشن للساعة 8. مين اللي رح يكون بحاضر؟
الإعلامية تهاني روحي.
تهاني روحي. اوكي. مع تهاني روحي يوم الاثنين هون بكيمستري من الساعة 6:30 للساعة 8 موعد السيشن نكون هون قبليها عشان نقدر السيشن. يوم الثلاثاء رح نرجع هون على محادثة الإنجليزي من الساعة 6:30 للساعة 7:30. دكتور محمد قال لي انه الثلاثة
الجاي
ما راح ييسر الجلسة، فانا راح اكون بيسر الجلسة ان شاء الله الثلاثة الجاي. هلا في اخبار جديدة باوت اند اباوت ابتداء من اليوم، يعني هو مش اليوم سكيبت، يعني ابتداء من يوم الخميس راح يصير في سعرين باوت اند اباوت، في سعر للاعضاء وسعر للاعضاء، وصار في بطاقات عضوية للي بحب يسجل فيها. بالنسبة للدوائر مثلا انتم بتعرفوا انه الفيس تبعتها 5 دنانير، منها 3 دنانير فاوتشر، راح يصير الاعضاء يدفعوا بس 3 دنانير الفاوتشر، وغير الاعضاء يدفعوا 5 دنانير العاديه الكل يدفعها. وراح يصير هذا الحكي على كل، او يعني على كل البرامج اللي فيها اسعار باوت اند اباوت راح يكون في سعر للاعضاء وسعر لغير الاعضاء.
وكيف الاعضاء، كيف ادخل بالاعضاء؟
لا اي استفسار لاي تفاصيل عن العضويه وكيف الواحد ممكن يصير عضو ممكن يسالني او يسال بعد السيشن، لانه عشان نحكي بالتفاصيل. ضل شيء ثاني؟ في ب 27 28 29 شهر 4 رح يكون في اللي بيحبوا يكتبوا او اللي بيحبوا يطوروا ملكة الكتابة عندهم المعتكف الكتابي تنظيم اوت اند اباوت مع المعتكف الكتابي مصر مع الروائية هدى انور من مصر. رح تكون ورشة عمل بمنتجع العاصر بعجنون لمدة 3 ايام. خلال 3 ايام تتطور ملكة الكتابة، زائد رح يكون اشراف تام للاعضاء المشاركين بعد الورشة كمان لحديت ما ينشروا اول كتاب لهم. فكل التفاصيل موجودة على صفحة اوت اند اباوت، كل تفاصيل الفعاليات كليتها صفحة اوت اند اباوت، جزء الفعاليات على meetup.com وعلى eventbrite.com. اللي بحب توصلوا الفعاليات على الواتساب يحكي مع دايما. شكرا كثير لكم ونراكم